Human rights lawyer Femi Falana, SAN, has advised the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to take tougher action against corrupt officials plunging the nation through dubious means. Speaking at the 38th Anti-Corruption Situation Room Conference organized by the Human and Environmental Development Agency Health Resource Center in Abuja, Femi Falana laments the level of corruption at the state and local government levels. Most worrisome, Falana notes, is how the corporates mobilize some citizens to protest against their investigation of financial misappropriations.
But if you go to the people and you let them know that the money stolen, running to billions, because you can't get some of those funds in local languages, whether in Hausa, Yoruba, or whatever. You can't translate 100 billion naira. It's difficult. But if you just tell villagers, I was campaigning, I wanted to be governor somewhere, and we're campaigning. And somebody asked me, what is 10 billion naira? It was 2003. In Yoruba, I didn't understand what he was saying. I said, okay, if we take 1,000 naira and we continue to gum it, you get to Lagos, you go to Kaduna, you come to Calabar and whatever, you are still counting 10 billion. Say, that's enough to turn this place to London. That is the way the ordinary people see it. So they think of corruption not in the way we look at it. They look at corruption in terms of development and in terms of poverty in which they have found themselves.
He also encouraged the anti-graft agency to be stringent in dealing with corrupt officials, mobilizing people to scuttle their investigations and ongoing probes.
Chairman of EFCC, a challenge to you. Please, it is not enough to tell us not to join those who are celebrating criminality. You have charged somebody before the court, and outside the court, people are wearing ashebi, dancing, partly out of ignorance, but there are some of them who are rented. They know what they are doing. They are rented to divert the attention of the public and to show that this man you are harassing is our hero. I'm challenging the EFCC, legally speaking. It is not right. That is obstruction of justice. And so you must take it up and arrest those who are demonstrating. Because that's not freedom of expression, but freedom to promote corruption.
On his part, Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, encouraged Nigerians to take a stand against corruption by refusing to defend individuals accused of looting public funds.
How many of us can stand and say, I can defend what I have legitimately? For me, that's integrity. When you have the opportunity to steal and you discipline yourself, you bridle yourself, you consider the interests of others first. And I keep telling people, I say, governance is a serious business. It's only here we see it as an opportunity to make money. It's not really. It's not. Governance is the most difficult thing anywhere in the world where things work. I prefer to do my private practice and work in my private office than be in government. But unfortunately, we see governance here as a means to make wealth. That's why public corruption is the rate of public corruption is so high. That if you look at the ratio, the proportion of our investigation and investigation, probably it takes about 80 to 20. Public corruption to private corruption. 80 to 20. And it's important for us to examine ourselves as Nigerians. Who are the people that we say that are corrupt? If you have the opportunity to serve tomorrow, will you be able to bridle yourself and curtail yourself and discipline yourself? Some of us, we criticize. There's no integrity, we are corrupt, because we have not had the opportunity.
He also encouraged the citizens to refrain from frustrating the EFCC in its efforts to nip corruption and complement the agency's efforts to achieve a corrupt-free society just for national development and progress.
This fight is for everybody. When you see people being investigated and we have shown you the evidence, you have seen the proof of evidence, you have access to some of the processes we file in court, don't join them to carry placards and abuse the EFCC or ICPC or Kano anti-corruption. Don't join them to abuse it, because you are invariably or inadvertently contributing to the problems. Yeah. If the person is your brother, call a spade a spade. Even if you have benefited before, now we have disclosed to you, your eyes are open to the fact that this is a cankerworm, it's an albatross to our development. All of us must fight this together.
The conference themed Ethics, Integrity, Corruption Risk Assessments and Anti-Corruption at National and Subnational Levels in Nigeria, Sustaining the Fight Against Corruption, brought together key stakeholders to discuss ways to strengthen Nigeria's anti-corruption efforts. The event was organized by HEDA Resource Center in partnership with the Kano State Public Compliance and Anti-Corruption Commission, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) and the EFCC, with support from the MacArthur Foundation. Jude Aweke, reporting for VOS TV News, Benin.